How to treat bronchitis naturally. Bronchitis, or an inflammation of the airways that lead to your lungs, your bronchial tubes, is a very common problem in the winter. It can come from a viral infection or from abnormal mucus production. Smokers may also suffer from it in its chronic form. In this article, we'll tell you how to treat bronchitis naturally. What you need to know about bronchitis. Bronchitis is an inflammation or obstruction in the bronchial tubes caused by the same virus that causes coughs and colds, as well as fungus or bacteria. Bronchitis is often a continuation of the common cold when it isn't treated as it should be, or when the person has a weakened immune system. If it doesn't go away in time, it can lead to pneumonia, which can actually be fatal in some people. Bronchitis can be acute, lasting a few weeks and caused by a virus or bacteria, or chronic, a result of continual irritation of the lungs, like in smokers or people in contact with contaminants. The main symptoms of this illness are phlegm, dry cough, itching in the throat, noisy, difficult breathing, fatigue and not feeling well, chest pain and fever. Check this article out, habits that can make you sick without you knowing it. Home remedies for bronchitis. If you have some symptoms of this illness, it's first a good idea to see a doctor. Besides resting and following the advice of a professional, you can help your symptoms with certain natural recipes. Eucalyptus oil. This oil has the ability to relieve headaches and clear your airways. Put a few drops of eucalyptus essential oil on a cloth and breathe it in a few times a day. It fights germs and helps eliminate a cough. You can also inhale eucalyptus steam. Heat a pot of water with a few drops of the oil. Breathe it in, as close as possible through your nose. You'll feel relief within minutes as phlegm is expelled. Onion soup. When you have the flu, you can take advantage of the antibacterial properties of onions. The same thing goes for bronchitis. Ingredients. Three onions, 1 clove, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, 12 grams, 1 piece of thyme, 4 cups of water, 1 liter, 1/2 cup of milk, 125 milliliters. Instructions. Peel and slice the onions and add to a pot. Add the clove, sugar, and thyme. Pour the water in until the ingredients are all covered. Simmer for 2 hours. Strain and let cool a bit. Heat the milk and put in a cup. Pour in the onion broth, already strained, until the cup is filled. Drink as hot as possible. Repeat twice a day. Garlic. Garlic is antibacterial and antiviral. Thus it can help if you have bronchitis, especially if it is chronic and caused by allergies, as it contains quercetin, a natural antihistamine. Some people eat one raw garlic clove a day, first thing in the morning, and others opt for adding it to their food. We recommend reading. Start your day strong and healthy with lemon, garlic and honey. Hot tea. When you're sick, there's nothing more comforting than a nice cup of hot tea or soup. They both have the ability to moisten your throat, and this translates into less irritation, pain, and itching when coughing. Try ginger tea with honey, vegetable soup, or a hot cup of milk and honey before bed. Gargling salt water. It can be a bit painful, but the good news is that it soothes irritation in the throat and breaks down accumulated mucus. Therefore your membranes and respiratory airways end up less irritated. Ingredients. One cup of water, 250 milliliters, 1 teaspoon of salt, 5 grams. Instructions. Heat the cup of water and add the teaspoon of salt. Mix well. Once at a bearable temperature, gargle with the mixture, being careful not to swallow it. Repeat multiple times a day. Nettle. This forest plant is good for so many things. For example, it helps treat asthma and allergies. It also helps people with acute bronchitis. It is consumed in tea form and is very easy to make. Ingredients. One cup of water, 250 milliliters, 2 tablespoons of dried nettle leaves, 20 grams, 1 tablespoon of honey, 25 grams. Instructions. Put the water in a pot and heat until boiling. Pour into a cup along with the nettle leaves. Cover and let sit for 15 minutes. Strain and sweeten with honey. Drink as hot as you can stand, at least twice a day. Almonds. These nuts are very nutritious. They contain calcium, potassium, magnesium, and more. and are able to fight bacteria and germs that cause bronchitis. You can have them in many different forms: chopped, in milk form, mixed with orange juice or hot milk, etc. We recommend grinding them so they don't irritate your throat. Take a look at this: 2. Toasted almonds and rosemary to improve memory. Honey flaxseed compress. In addition to internal homemade remedies for bronchitis, we have other topical or external ones that can be quite helpful. This compress is a good example. Ingredients: 1 cup of water, 250 milliliters, 1 cup of flaxseed flour, 150 grams, 2 tablespoons of honey, 50 grams. Instructions: heat the water in a pot and then remove from heat. Add the flour little by little, constantly stirring, to form a dough. Add the honey and mix well. Put a spoonful or 2 into a clean, dry piece of gauze. Fold the ends of the cloth so that the contents do not spill out. Apply directly to your chest and remove once it has cooled. Repeat several times a day.